Should elementary school children be given books to read with harsh insults against minorities, depictions of oral sex, and other disturbingly graphic and explicit content? Such books have been in some Alberta elementary schools for a while, and in many school libraries across Canada. In late May, the Alberta government announced it would establish new guidelines regarding age-appropriate materials in its schools. A government press release included quotes with disturbing content. But at a press conference, Education Minister Dimitrios Nicolaides said relevant book illustrations were too explicit for public display.
I would show these images to all of you here and to the media, but they are too graphic for a live stream media event. These examples, while graphic, illustrate the kind of content that raises concerns amongst parents.
You don't say. This seems like the sort of stuff no one except a pervert in a park would dream of showing to a child. Ironically, the inability to publicize such graphic materials is part of the reason they have been shown to children with little public awareness. Citizens group Action for Canada, or A4C, has claimed its activism played a pivotal role in the Alberta decision. The organization has compiled a 36-page document online with examples of objectionable content in Canadian schools. Among the worst is Identical by Ellen Hopkins, which includes graphic descriptions of a little girl being molested by her father. A4C founder Tanya has repeatedly tried to raise concerns about objectionable books with school boards, often without success. In some cases, she isn't even allowed on the agenda if she states her topic up front. When she is permitted to speak, she's frequently cut off as soon as she begins quoting from the books, preventing the content from entering the public record.
The learning resource, SOGI 123, was presented in 2016, 12 pilot schools. In 2017, they put it into all schools. No parents were involved in this decision or psychologists to determine the long-term effects. Now what we're finding...
SOGI 123 is not on the agenda either.
It's a learning resource.
That's not anything to do with our learning resources policy, though. It isn't anything to do with our learning resources policy. You're not on the mic. I've told you thank you, so you can go sit down now. Thank you.
In January 2023, GAW made an online presentation to a school board in Mission, British Columbia, regarding materials in their schools. As she began to screen share what was there, some board members objected, saying such permission had not been given in advance.
Don't understand. The purpose of this was to discuss the pornographic books that are available in your public schools.
Yes.
And so I'm confused as to how this is okay that children and minors have access to this, but we're not able to have it on display. I mean, this is what you're approving.
1 month later, the board banned Action for Canada from making any further presentations. In later media interviews, the board chair justified the decision by saying GAW's PowerPoint contained some graphic and inappropriate images. Exactly. And that is the problem. A recent check showed Mission School Division only removed 4 of 15 books A4C objected to. GAW is just glad Identical is one of them. Pierre Barnes, a father from Abbotsford, British Columbia, made it his mission to notify school boards across Canada about what was on their school shelves. An online search was all it took to confirm. A reply to all recipients from a board member at the Halton School District in Ontario was most ironic. She wrote, "I am concerned. This individual has included links to publications and videos, which may contain illegal content. I'm not sure how to investigate the content of the email safely. Would you please advise us whether or not this person ought to be reported to police? Is there some action we should take?" There probably was action they should have taken, such as removing the books, but that was not their response. Later, they defended a biologically male teacher in their school division who made international headlines by wearing large prosthetic breasts to school. The Alberta government has committed to conducting public consultations before implementing new policies. It's a good time for parents and citizens there and in other provinces to speak up. A young mind is a terrible thing to corrupt, but unfortunately, some schools are part of this corrosive effort.